Oh, Vela.
Sis P, you are live on Share Radio. How are you?
Hi.
I was saying, I don't know why, but I'm super excited about this conversation. I don't know why, but this one excites me more.
Oh, I'm so excited to be here. I was watching you and I was like, but why don't you make it live? You know me, I like the spotlight now.
Oh yeah, we could have done that because we do the live video calls via Skype, and also you can also come through the studio one day
Yes, I
just to
will.
have the like it'll be me and you will be talking nonstop from start to finish. Sispi, are you good?
I'm good. And how are you? And to all the Creative Corner listeners, what up? What up?
Yeah. And also congratulations on your recent achievements, eh?
It's true. Like you don't know. You don't know. Like, hey,
Abantu
I just give God
ababukeleyo
the
sisiphi,
glory.
they don't know who are we talking about. Who are you talking to here? Sithetha nomuntu omkhulu apha.
Ah.
Sithetha nomuntu omkhulu apha. On that note, Sis P, can you take us through to who's Palesa, what you do in the entertainment and arts and culture sector?
Yo, eish. Kothoma kayi ndiyocala phi? You know, Palesa, Jesus is Lord. Eish, yeah. Palesa. Yo, I'm trying to put it short for you. You know, Palesa is an artpreneur.
Okay.
Palesa is a leader in the creative industry. Palesa is a voice for many women in the industry. Palesa is a professional creative practitioner, is the recipient of the Influential Woman of the Year 2022, is a recipient of Women of Stature 2023, and a finalist for the International Women of Stature crowned in Dubai. I am a co-founder of South African Arts and Culture Youth Forum, the founder of South African Women in Arts, Culture and Heritage. I'm a mother. I'm a leader in the religious fraternity. I'm the worship team director. I'm a minister of the word. I am bubbly. I'm a South African, man. Hey,
Before Niku versus P, let me give you this, please.
yes. Okay, I lost you for a minute there.
Oh, I'm basically clapping for you. I'm clapping for you.
Oh,
Okay. CSP.
yes.
We are talking to young artists who just introduced themselves to the industry.
Yes.
We are talking to Nolu 4 or 5 years back, efika apha knocking emnyango wase-archive asking for assistance.
Yes.
We are talking to artists that are seated ezindlini. They don't know where to go when they look for. Yes. Can you take us through a process of turning your craft and hustle into a business or a salary?
Okay. I think I'm gonna start where my younger sister Mpo left.
Okay.
I was listening when you were talking to Mpo, a very information session. I must say, Mpo, big it up. I'm glad of the growth that I see in her.
Yeah.
We have to start with who you are, recognizing your call in the industry, recognizing your potential in the industry, recognizing your craft.
Okay.
No, I am saying this deviating from what you wanted me to straightly answer, because we are sitting with a bunch of creative practitioners. I do not like calling us artists. It's either we are entrepreneur or creative practitioners. Because when you say artists, people think we are just joking and dancing and clapping hands.
True,
But
true.
it's taking me to where you said we are sitting with a bunch of creative practitioners who are lazy for information.
Yeah.
We are sitting with a bunch of practitioners who are waiting for information to come to them. We are now in a debacle that we are in, Nolu and the listeners, because as artists, we like follow into somebody's footsteps without being capacitated for the journey. For me to come to any organization to look for information, I must do my own research first. I will avoid being scammed. I'll avoid being robbed. I'll avoid being taken for a ride. There are a lot of organization, production companies that are mushrooming, and they are taking creative practitioners for a ride because they know si lazy ukubala. We are lazy to read. So for a nangu Palesa ubuye Limpopo, coming to Johannesburg looking for greener pastures, as we were told greener pastures are in Limpopo. First of all, before you leave your place, where are you going?
Yeah.
Why are you going there? Why are you going? What are you going there to do? Do not follow Upalisa. Upalisa might have been lucky. One thing I like about you, putting you on the spotlight, you started what no one thought about. When I knew you, Nolu, you were just a creative practitioner. Your passion was to make it in the industry. You always said to me, Sis Palesa, I want to go for where you are.
True.
But you didn't follow what I am doing. You went and do what you are called to do. Hence, you are excelling. Yes, there are challenges. Yes, there are stumbling blocks. But those stumbling blocks, they're going to tend to your strength because you are doing what you're called to do. When you are an actor, then you're going to fail. So here is Palesa looking for greener pastures. I wanted us to firstly talk about the purpose why we are being called creative practitioners, so that you can find yourself before you can find the funding.
Yeah.
If funding is clearly corner, but once you find the funding, when you don't know what to do or what you're doing, there is no way you're going to access the funding.
True.
I left Limpopo in 1993 because there was this leader, the lioness in me, who always said, I want to lead the creative practitioner, the creative industry, and show them that they can do it without the government. They can do it without another person telling them they can do it, because I've seen the gaps that were there. Hence, you won't see me. When I joined the industry, I was in the theater industry under the late Bra Paul Rapetswa. But I now saw a gap to be a leader with the gaps that I see. Hence, you won't find me in the studio saying Diatula. So as creative practitioners, this is one thing. Umpo was talking about accessibility of learnership, internships, and funding that are open. But we will never access it if you don't know who you are, because even in the forms that we are filling in, when Nolu and the listeners, they're gonna ask you about your bio, who you are. You need to be able to sell yourself. You
Yeah.
need to be able, in a nutshell, to say this is who Nolu is. When you apply for funding for Share Online, you need to share online in 3 seconds without being asked questions after that. So most of the creative practitioners, we are just lazy to equip ourselves. We are running for the funding, but the funding won't sustain us if we are not empowered and capacitated and impacted ourselves. So the fundings are available. We have MGE. We have the PEPS 4 that has just opened. But why do you need that funding? What are you going to do with that funding? That is the problem that we sit. I sit in a lot of adjudication boards where you read the proposals. And some of them, I am even saying they mustn't say they know me. because you cannot be in the industry for such a long time and you even struggle to write a bio about who Nolu is in the industry. Hence, you want
Imagine.
them to trust them with the funding. They will not fund you. So let's find ourselves first. Let's find our craft. Let's understand who we are. Then after we found ourselves, our passion, our calling in the industry, then let's talk about funding. Because we cannot fund somebody who doesn't even know how to write a spreadsheet. We cannot fund somebody who doesn't know how to write a calendar program for the project. So why are we funding you? What are we going to do with that fund? Funding is galore. Funding is accessible, Noli.
Okay.
You know me, if you don't stop me, I'm going to talk.
Sis Pine, I hear you, Mawoti. We need to establish Kala Uba who's Nolu as an artist or a creative, right?
Yes.
So the problem now I have with artists is that they tend to wake up daily and say, I'm a writer. But then again, that's the only thing anayo is that I'm a writer. Say upalendoni, what is the person willing to write? What is she going to write or he is a problem because bahlala phansi bathi I'm a writer. That's the only thing you'll get to hear from them. Ila introduction ubandi ye writer moving forward. So if we say we need to establish the person as an individual. When SSP uzawuthi makayephi, if you were to talk to this person ofika kuwe athi I'm a writer, abeke futhi engena proper training, engena nto just because yena ukhule ebhala intsomi inganekwane. That's the only thing anayo. Yeah, but I want us to change the sector locally, CSP, because now mentality, how they address things, how they look at things, it's different from how they're supposed to be. Nangu Nolu CSP ufika phambi kwakho uthi I'm a writer, akana training, akana ntoni. Can you talk to Nolu?
Okay, Nolu, ndimamele mntana sekhaya. Usually when I talk to creative practitioners or women in the industry wherever I go, I am an advocate of skills development.
Thank you very
not
much.
Of education. Two different things. Education, you are certified, you are qualified, you sit at home, walamba. Skills development, you have something to bounce back on each and every day of your life because it's skill. Take the inner you into 100 people and you now skilled. That is why they say you are skilled, you are not educated. There is two different things. When Nolu, we are living in a world where technology has made things freely accessible to us. You are a writer. What makes you think, number one, you're a writer? Good. That's a good start. That's your passion. That's your calling. The calling will always push the passion. Now, how do you now craft your skill? So good writer, go to the internet. There are free courses. You just enroll and they will tell you they need 400 hours in a week or in a month, and they skill you. They give you necessary skill. They teach you about self-publishing. They teach you about writing skills. They teach you about other opportunities that you can turn your literature into money. They teach you about opportunities that can take you from being a writer to a publisher to a director in a magazine like your Share Online. So we mustn't just sit down and say, I mean, and how do you know wagazukbala? Dabala a poem. What are you doing with the poem? Do not wait for opportunities that will come and the government will say, we are looking for 100 writers to equip. It will never come. But you can create that opportunities. You can join a club, a WhatsApp club group or an online club group of writers, or you can go to any municipality. They have a writer's block. Go and volunteer yourself there, or go and check if they are internships that you can go, because volunteering it needs money. You can't volunteer mpela. Nowadays we are volunteering. Even ESCOM doesn't ask us anything but money. So you go to your local municipalities, your Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, Social Development. You tell them that you are there looking for an internship in their block, and then they will tell you it runs for 6 months in different municipalities. You go there. That thing, it will help you to prune your skill, to craft your skill. The more you do different skills development that has to do with your craft, whether it's writing, whether it's singing, then your knowledge will be broadened up about your career or about your craft. You will now know how to make money out of your writing. You will now know how to be in a publishing space. You will now know how to be self-publishing that can be monetary free. You will know a lot of things that will not need you to go deeper in your pocket, but can still benefit you as a writer. Not only talking about writers, but we are talking about arts and craft in general, to say whatever that you're doing in your corner, make it your own. My slogan says, be the change you want to see. So if you say the government must equip me, start with you. Equip yourself first, so that when you approach them, you will say, I've moved from point A to point B. I need you to take me to point C. And you will see it's going to be easy for us in the industry.
Okay. Sispi,
Yeah,
I love the approach we are taking with the conversation. You're giving me more than I bargained for. As Ubu Mamela, we spoke about the importance of collaborating and the importance of organizations. So
yes.
I want us to take it from Apabesuke corner, because now Chilo that you will be taking it from where she left. Can we talk about the importance of collaborating as creatives?
Yeah.
Can we go there?
Yeah. Hey, Jesus. You know, Nolu, one thing that creative or creatives must know, in this industry, you will never make it alone. You will make it, but not far.
Okay.
Because we are a sector that needs each other.
True.
I am in the art education and training. I need musicians.
Okay.
I need dancers. I need writers. I need production companies. I need PA and administrators. So I will not do all those things all by myself. I will flash out. So the importance of collaborating is the root of the growth of the industry, number one. Collaborating promotes unity in the industry. When we are united, we can achieve a lot of things in the industry, because we'll be talking one language, we'll be breathing one air, we'll be in the same space, and it will not be a competition, but a completion of each other. Unolu, when I'm having an event, I invite your podcast radio station. It comes and broadcasts there. You are making me shine. I'm creating jobs for you. So once we know the importance of collaborating, we will be far in the industry, because collaboration is empowering each other. We need to learn that in the industry, and especially in our creative industry, it's very, very tough. We are working on it. But it's very tough because we see each other as competition.
True.
Mina, I always say, I've never seen the manager of Woolworths fighting with ShopRite. Each and everyone shines on their own. Even in our industry, once we learn to shine on our own, and I learn to appreciate you as Noli, to say, wow, she's a good presenter, she's a good speaker, I need her in my program. And you say, wow, she's a good director, she's a good motivational speaker, we're going to work together. Collaboration is the root of the growth of this industry.
True. I wish people who are watching and listening get to understand, or people who go back to the conversation, but understand what you are saying, because many local artists or upcoming creatives, they tend to say, if Dipushubani, what if Yeni craft yake goes further and the yam remains the same? That's the problem, because sinamona we see each other as competitors rather than creatives who are trying to assist each other to grow. That's the problem with us. CSP, 5 years back, I came to your door as archive and I asked for assistance because I didn't know anything about what I wanted to do. I was just a young lady coming from Eastern Cape, Ofuna to make it big in the industry. And I don't want to lie, I got knowledge eninzi to even go out and stand for myself.
Wow.
Can we talk about the importance of organizations? I don't want people to hear from me. I want them to hear from you. The importance of organizations.
Okay, thank you, sis. Wow. I must start by saying I'm very humbled with what you just said. You know, most of the time I normally sit down with Romeo and we feel we're not doing enough. Because you know, even in the Bible, sorry, I'm a Christian. Even in the Bible, it tells us of the 10 men who had leprosy. And when they were prayed for, only one person returned and the 9 disappeared. And you know, in my life, I usually said I am yearning or looking for that one who come and say, you have made an impact in my life. Because as we're sitting here, sometimes we have our own organizational meeting and I'm like, guys, are we still on the right track? So thank you very much for saying that. The importance of belonging, let me call it a belonging. When you belong to any organization, number one, information will reach you very much quicker because especially in the creative industry, the stakeholders chooses or prefer more to talk to organizations than individual. So when they speak with organizations, they will send us their message to say PEPS 4 is opening. You belonging to Sakai for Sawak, you're going to get that information before somebody else can get it. Whatever challenge that you have, you need the unity of the organization can carry you through more than you doing it yourself. When you belong to an organization, wherever you get stuck, it's easier for me to come and call for help to say, guys, I am stuck. What can I do from here? Unlike when you are alone at home, you don't even know where you are doing, what you are doing. I will give an example. I just concluded a 3-month program that I was running in KZN and Eastern Cape called the Script to Screen, where 60 film creatives has graduated. And I received an email this morning. One of the graduates said, after you published in your social pages that we were graduating, they called me to come and be an assistant director in one of the local TV stations. I knelt down and I said, this is what I want. So imagine that filmmaker that didn't yield to the call when we said we needed to come and train filmmakers, and you were like, no, I know it all. Now the opportunity has passed you. So there is power in collaboration. There is power in belonging to an organization. You're going to get information. You're going to get assistance. You're going to get help. And again, you're going to get empowered, because one of the things that we do, especially in Sakaif and Sawak, is to run empowerment workshops. My desire is to see artists empowered, artists skilled, and artists impacted so that we can do it. You know, we are changing the narrative. I'm challenging with other organizations, the white paper document. I was saying to Mpo is one of them that we had this chat last time to say, we need to be that industry that will be formalized. We are not an entertainment industry, but we are an edutainment industry. Hence, you saw, Nolu, that during the COVID, everybody else was home except you guys. Because imagine if it was quiet in the world, we will not be killed by COVID. By the boredom and the quietness was going to be too loud that we're now going to kill each other because the noise was not there. So the art and creative sector is more important than you can think. Who makes sure that the information is circulating is the creative industry through music, through edutainment, through industrial plays, through poems, through communication. So we are one of the stakeholders that when you belong to a forum, when you belong to an organization, you have the power to raise your voice. You have the power to write memorandum to say, we are not happy about this. This is what we need to see it happening. This is what we want to see it in our industry as a whole.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Sis P. Yo, you know, Sis P, one of the reasons for this platform, for this show, I sat down and man kuluma with the people that usually come here at studio, and I'm like, do you guys know GFC? Abayaz, Gauteng Film Commission, like they don't know. Do you know NAC? Like they don't know. I won't judge them because even myself, before I knocked on your door, I did not know them.
Yes.
It is only when I came to Sakaiv office and attended that I knew certain things. Now I can wake up and say, okay, fine. For A, B, and C, they can help me in Daunetil because of the organization.
Yes.
So this platform, it is to assist as artists, as is local, zingazi about Sakaiv, Sawak, and all those organizations that can assist them to go on those doors. So I'm happy for each and everything you mentioned, Apa, because each and every part of the conversation or Nigeyona takes one to a direction, right? It takes them to where they will get assistance. And to think of it, on the 17th of June, we're hosting a fundraising event for artists. It's a meet and greet type of situation. It's to fundraise for the station and other things. Hopefully, if you're available, I'll call you Max Sondele go 1st of June and see uba it's in availability yako and its archive as a whole. Maybe Ningaza put your banners and we push if possible.
We would gladly like to do so. We are available for the creative industry. No manini, no magupi. We'll speak to you off air. We'll also see as an industry, you're one of the people who have been with us. Most of the people don't know you never even benefited a cent. Like you were not doing this for money. So we would like to partner with Share Online, Share Radio. We will speak to you off air and see how we can do it. Even maybe it's catering, even maybe it's what. We'll see what we can do. We're not saying we have millions, but hey, I always say, let's share the slice.
Yes, please. Before we drop us, can you send the motivation or inspiration to my listeners out there not to give up?
Yeah, now you're pushing me in a corner. I just wanna I just wanna talk to all the creative practitioners that are out there in South Africa that are listening to the Share Radio. Look, it might be difficult where we are today. It doesn't mean tomorrow it will be the same. One thing that I always encourage myself is to look at myself and take count of what I did wrong. Make sure that I have solutions to not repeat the same mistakes that I did today. One thing that I made or I took upon myself is to go deep and empower myself. Look for knowledge that will empower me rather than gossips that will shatter me. One thing that I took upon myself is to build myself with motivation and positivity rather than gossip and cruel words. I would like to tell you that in this industry, you don't need an enemy, but you need a sister and a brother that will always take care of you and have your back. Don't take anything that happens in the boardroom personal. Don't take anything that happens on air and off air personal. Sometimes as creative, we are on another high level and we say things that we didn't even know where they comes from. Stop holding grudges. Love one another. Crown your sister. Crown your brother. When you see your brother succeeding, be the first one to share, be the first one to congratulate them, even when they hate you, even when they don't like you and you are aware. Be the first one to call and say, yes, you did it and I'm proud of you. When you do that, you are opening gates. You're not opening doors, but you're opening gates upon yourself that you will never even looked at, that you never even knocked at. Look, challenge yourself and say, this world that I'm living in, I will not hate anyone. I will not hold grudge anyone because this sector is too small. You're going to meet the same person as your boss next time. I love you guys. Let's keep pushing. We will win this sector one day at a time.
Thank you very much. Oh, I wish you can speak and speak and speak and not finish.
I was about to open a verse.
hopefully, SSP, we get to chat again. We get to chat again. There's a lot we will have to talk about.
Yeah.
I feel that the time was not enough for the conversation. Maybe someday you'll come and sit next to me and co-host and we'd speak and speak and speak. Thank you very much, SSP.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity, Nolu, and the team. I'm humbled, guys. I'm humbled.
Thank you. So what I will do, SSP, offline, I need you to send me a link or information about Sakav and Sawak so that I can drop a group in for a follow-up.
Yes.
For the conversation if somebody wishes to join the organization.
No problem.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys, and thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Sispia. Oh, guys, what can we say? That was Palesa Lioness, guys, Makgato. Palesa Lioness Makgato. What can I say? Angaithetanga. What can I say? The number to call is 061-524-7758. I hope you guys were listening. I hope you were listening. If you were not, please go back to the conversations, both Ekampo and Usispali, and then watch it and listen and share. Information, guys, before